Hey, good morning, friends. Gonna be doing just a little bit of. Oh my goodness. Hey, good morning, friends. Gonna be doing just a little bit of. Hey, good morning, friends. Gonna be doing just a little bit. All right, we'll try it again. Good morning, friends. Going to be trying to do just a little bit of morning painting today. This is going to be kind of a different thing for me. Going to be using a mini 4x4 canvas. Have no idea where I'm going to go with this. So let's figure out what colors we might want to use. Here's a nice, this looks like a nice, almost a, no, not quite. Gotta find the right one. This will work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am by no means a professional by any stretch of the imagination. I do just love to paint. And I usually start off with not really a lot of an idea. I just tend to start going for it. So we've got this little kind of a sky blue color here. We're going to put a little bit of a sky in here. I like paintings that have a lot of texture. So I tend to use a lot of paint. Subtlety is not my strong suit. You'll see a little bit of sky coming in here. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. That's the bad thing about these tiny canvases. I guess there should be a way to kind of clip them to your easel. There is. I haven't found it. Oh, that's not bad. A little bit of texture in the sky. It looks a little windswept. Let's see what we can come up with here. My name's Rick. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're going to go for kind of a forest green down at the bottom. This is actually I don't see a color name on here, but we're going to go from there with this. We'll see what it is. A very dark green. Let's get a different brush here. Limber it up just a little bit. Again, these are mini canvases. They're 4x4. We're going to come across here with some nice green to lay a layer of field or whatever we decide to do on here. Okay, I'm already liking the way that this is looking. I like this color combination. Again, this is mini canvases, 4 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so a couple things I like. I usually start without a plan. I just start painting. Got a little bit of an uneven line here. I like that. So it looks like a field kind of receding into the distance. It reminds me a little bit of the time I spent in Ireland in August of this year. We're going to add a little layer of texture here on this sky. I kind of like that. You know what? This does give me an idea. So let's find us some brown here. That's yellow. That's burnt sienna. Gotta have some brown in here someplace. I know I have some someplace. Appreciate you guys popping in and hanging out with me for a little bit this morning. I am by no means a professional artist. Not even close. Okay, that's close. Let's go back to this one. I think this one will work. I'll try to keep an eye on comments if I see any come up. I do see some likes coming up, and I really, really appreciate that. Let's see. I want to do. Don't know if that's the brush I want for that or not. Let's see. I'm going to find a somewhat fine brush. Yeah, this one will work. Sorry, I'm going off camera. I'm not used to doing this, so I'm still learning how to do this. I'm going to come up with a little bit of paint here. I'm going to make a little. I'm not really liking the way that's looking. Oh, I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Well, that was a big. I don't want to say that was a big mistake. I'm going to say that was. That was interesting. So what we're going to do is just kind of. Fledge this over here. Well, now we got a hillside that I did not intend. That's okay. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to come back to the, is this my green brush? This was my green brush. I'm going to kind of come over here, mix this in a little bit. Almost like a hay-covered hill. I'm pretty much, okay, this is not bad. Can't decide if I like it or not. I'd like to blend those colors a little bit more. This was the one that I used for that. So what do I do with this? This turns out, this is nothing like I kind of anticipated it might show up as. It's hard working with these little bitty canvases, 4 inches by 4 inches. So I see a hillside, I see the sky. So what do we put on the hillside? Well, probably some bushes of some kind of vegetation. You know what? Y'all know what azaleas are? I'm a big fan of flame azaleas. They grow down in my homeland of East Tennessee a lot. Oh, that paint seems pretty thin. We're going to go to a different tool. We're going to do a little sponging here, kind of mix some colors together. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, going to mix a little bit more together here. I could go up in the sky a little bit. Down here. Well, it does remind me of my beloved Great Smoky Mountains. I feel like there should be a little different color in here, so let's add a little bit of this. That may be too bright, and I may have used too much. I'm going to grab a deeper red here. I have a habit of using far too much paint. I'll mix these together here. I think we'll put a little green in too. Does have that hint of the azaleas in the Great Smoky Mountains in the You know what? I am not really unhappy with that. Use the edge of the sponge here. Add some color. Come back to this a little bit. Don't know how well you can see that. I'm going to carefully pick it up by the edge here. Not bad. I think this does look a lot like the azaleas on Andrews Bald in the Great Smoky Mountain. Now I need to kind of fix this up here. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to add a little more color up here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to call this one. Just a very small, very quick, somewhat abstract, Great Smoky Mountains Flame Azaleas. So, I'm going to grab another very small canvas. I'm working with 4" by 4" canvases today. Canvasi. I want to try something different here if I can find the tool that I'm looking for. Let's see here. I'm looking for, oh my goodness. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for putting up because I am a little bit disorganized. And, oh, this will work. This will work. Okay, I'm going to try something absolutely completely different. And I'm going to be very upfront and tell you, well, maybe not. I start saying that it'll be very difficult to see. I put just, oh, that's way too much. I'm going to put just some globs of paint on here. That's a little better. Not happy about putting too much green on there, but, you know, life is tough. And sometimes you make mistakes and you just roll with it. Well, come on. Come on. Oh, and once again, I squeezed too hard. Just a little bit here. Come on. Okay, that's better. That's better than what I wanted. This is going to be very, very abstract. I think, you know, I like, oh, that's not even open yet. I'm not going to worry about that. I like deep blues. Just a little bit here. Come on. Come on. Huh. Okay. I'm not going to use that deep blue. That's for sure. I don't want to use black. Oh, here's a nice purple. Oh my gosh. And it is not open yet. Well, guess who didn't plan this out very well? That's right. Your old buddy Rick didn't plan this one out very well. That's about that color. Sorry about that. Sorry about going off camera, but oh my gosh. These very small, oh, that worked out pretty well. These very small canvases are difficult, much more difficult for me to work with. I have no idea how this is going to work. I'm going to make this one kind of abstract. Using a sponge tool, just a sponge on this one. This sponge has kind of like a knife edge. Drawing the colors together. You know what? Not really unhappy with that. So do I leave it vertical or do I make it? So there it is, vertical. I actually kind of like that. Do I leave it vertical? And then that's a little unfinished there. That'll work. You know what? I like the way this actually looks just as it is. Very abstract, right? Very abstract. Just a mix of colors in vertical lines. I like it. I like it. So let's try. I like this, I won't say technique. I guess it is a technique. Get this on a place where it can dry. Paper towels. Where did I put my paper towels? I really sincerely appreciate you guys joining in with me this morning. This is a little different live than what I usually do. I often do bird feeder lives where we watch the birds and watch nature and so on. Hi, Zoe. It's good to see you. Thank you so much, Zoe. I'm glad you like that one. I actually like that one a lot, too. So I'm going to try another one with that same kind of technique, but with some different colors. Let me get this canvas opened up here. Hope your Tuesday is going well. So, I'll need to get a different sponge, which is fine. I think I've got a different one in there. Oh, I wonder how that would work. That technique with a round sponge. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's give it a try. So hang with me. I'm going to get some different colors open. This is a purple. And I'm going to use not quite so much paint this time. I'm even going to let it run down a little bit. There's a purple. What goes good with purple? You know what? I don't know. There's a gold. I like golds. It looks like your floor. That's awesome. Here's a gold. I got more gold on there than I intended. This is a gray. That's about the right amount I wanted to do. Here's a deep green. Just a little blob. Well, like I said, just a little glob. Zoe, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here. I may try to go live this afternoon with Bird Feeder Cam if there's enough activity at the feeder. Oop, little green, little too much green, more than I anticipated. What else we got here? Oh, this is kind of a burnt umber, maybe. All right. So we're going to try this last one. Remember, we used the knife-shaped sponge. I have no idea how this is going to work with a round sponge. So let's see. Well, it gives it more. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, that's very interesting. I'm not sure how I like it. It is working. Good. Okay, this is really interesting. I actually kind of like it with this round one. Textures. I like it. Thank you, Litzabel. And Zoe, thank you so much for being here. Okay, I like this. I like that. And so what I'm going to do, as you know, I was not very happy with this one at all. So I'm going to see if we can just make this another one of this texture series. We're just going to call it textures. And yes, it is working. Textures. And hi to you, Lisa Bell, I believe it is. It's good to see you. So there are two of the textures there. I have one more small canvas that I want to use. Okay, you know what? These two textures are very similar, so I'm going to need to change this one a little bit. They're too similar. I'm going to take some of this yellow. And I'm going to take, you know what? I'm going to take some white to try to lighten it up a little bit. So that looks like a face, doesn't it? Let's see how this works. Much different texture, much different color. I'm going to come down with this pointed brush. Down very lightly. Awesome. Okay, so I have one more small canvas. I'm going to open it up. This one I want to make very different. I have reds, I have yellows, I have greens on the previous ones. I think I'm going to highlight blues on this last one and see what we can do. So we're going to go with a dark blue. Okay, for some reason this is not coming out. I'm going to go with a very vivid blue. Let's try this. You know what? I'm going to try something, oh, come on, a little bit different. Oh my goodness. There we go. Got a little bit of blue on there. Have no idea how this is going to look. We're going to do a little bit of titanium white on there. You know what? I'm going to that's not going to work. Got some yellow. That's going to keep it nice and light. Keep looking over. My gosh, Lisa Bell, I appreciate you so much. A little bit of yellow there. And what do you want to add that with? Is this silver? Let's see what this is. I wish I had put, well, it's not too late to put some blue over on the left side. If I can get this open. There we go. I'm trying something very, very different with this particular one. I'll put just a hint of green in between the blue. All right, so let's see what we get here. Obviously, I used far too much paint on this one, and that's okay. This is a learning experience. Okay, so we're going to go to my sponge. Oh, look at that. So, I'm going to bring this over here, grab it by the side, I'm going to take the other sponge because it's got some different colors in it. I think I had some more red in there. Was that some red I had in there? Okay, I kind of like that. And I like that it's got its vivid parts and its not so vivid parts. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit. Smooth some of these out. And then very, very gently, I'm going to come I'm going to keep the lines not perfect, but you know, so that folks know that I am coming a certain direction. That's the one I'm least crazy about. It's not bad. It's not bad. I actually think maybe I'm going to try this. Hope I don't ruin it. Very light strokes. primarily in reds, some blues. Not bad. All right, get this on the drying sheet. Now I got to figure out how to turn my live stream off without getting paint on my phone. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you being here today. I go live sometimes with art, lots of times with bird feeders, so we'll catch you soon.